I'm going to begin with you, John. You've described the power of Marriott Bonvoy as a loyalty program globally, which is similar to the feeling of a winning dressing room, full of adrenaline, full of passion, and this massive sense of belonging. Also, as you know, cricket is a game that cuts across all countries, religions, boundaries. How will Marriott Bonvoy bottle that magic, that passion for its members and fans through this amazing global partnership?
Great, thank you for a great question. We are super excited about this partnership with ICC and Marriott Bonvoy and bringing cricket to all of our members. This is a passion point that we have yet to address. As you said in your opening remarks, it's really our first time to go onto this stage in a really big way. To bring this to life in a really big way and get that adrenaline flowing, we have over 500 Marriott Bonvoy moments that we have locked away that are available for all of our members to have an opportunity to bid on, whether it's to walk out on the pitch, to meet some amazing legends of the sport, or even to just take advantage of and get tickets to their favorite match, whether it be here in India or in Sri Lanka for the big match on August 15th with Pakistan and India, which I know will be one that everybody will be tuning in for sure. But that adrenaline will be high, and we hope that we're going to be able to bring some dreams, make some dreams come true for some true cricket fans and some true members of the Marriott Bonvoy program.
Did I hear you right? You said 500 moments?
Over 500 Marriott Bonvoy moments are being prepared for this tournament.
That's exciting. Now, end of the game, and I want you to tell us a single fan moment of the Marriott experience that you're most excited about delivering at this upcoming T20 World Cup.
So, as John said, we have over 500, but I think the ones I'm most excited about is being a dad. I have two young daughters, and we're going to be giving our members the opportunity for one of their children to walk out with the players to the anthem in every single game.
Oh, wow.
So I think, as a memory for people's children, I think that will be absolutely amazing.
Now, both of you you just said, we've talked about how cricket cuts across countries and nationalities. Very fairly, you need to tell us, which team are you supporting?
That's an easy question for me. I have two homes. I'm born and raised in Chicago, but my second home is here in India. My son was born in Mumbai in Breach Candy Hospital, and you always...
Is that right?
Dr. Soonawalla delivered my son George, and you always root for your home team, and so I'm rooting for India in this tournament.
Of course you are. Sahi jawab, as we say. That is the correct answer. Andrew?
So probably not quite as popular. I'm going to be rooting for my home country, and I believe England will win the tournament.
Boo.
As you can see, there hasn't been too much applause over there.
I'm pretty sure the man...
That's a very big shout. the way England's playing, that's a very big shout.
All right, John, Marriott Bonvoy can be Rohit Sharma record-breaking, Virat Kohli hungry, Kevin flamboyant, or Ravi Shastri all heart. Which version of the program are members going to be checking into this season?
I don't know if I can choose just one. I mean, I love Kevin's flamboyance, and I think that's super exciting. But you know what? The program hopefully is going to hit the passion of anyone that's looking for a different type of experience along the way. If you're hungry for a big moment, we're going to have that moment for you. And as Andrew said, walking on the pitch, a father or a mother with their children, I think that's going to be an experience that's going to bring certainly a memory to life for somebody.
All right. Now, the gentleman sitting in the middle seat, both of you have spent a lot of time away from home, living out of suitcases. So my question to you is, when you come to a hotel, is there ever a moment where you say, from this space where I'm staying, where, what it makes me feel like, I can do this. I think we can win the tour from here. Because, environment plays a very important role as well for a team. When they're touring?
First thing, I look for energy. Moment there's energy, you get to know it when you walk in into the lobby. There's light, very important. I hate dingy places, right? And I need space. And then I'll tell you what else I need after that.
We'll get to that. I have a question for you as far as that is concerned. What role does environment play to motivate a team to play, its best?
I think just on that with Ravi is the hospitality of the hotel and the staff. I think that's something that when you walk into a hotel or when the bus pulls up outside the hotel and how you're greeted and how you're sort of transferred through the hotel and how you're looked after through your stay. I think that's something that really, really makes a huge amount of difference. Like it's something that's almost a non-negotiable. Pre-tour planning is all about hotels and travel and airports and time of travel. But it's how hotels make you feel inside, and that's delivered by the staff. And you guys have heard me on a million occasions talk about this country, and nowhere does it better than this country. Nowhere.
That deserves.
Amen.
Thank you again, Sahi Jawab. Good answer, correct answer. But if there's one place that has given you that feeling of home away from home, I'm going to ask you first, Kevin. What would that place be? You don't have to mention a hotel, but I mean,
I had
a feeling and experience.
Yeah, I mean, I had a tricky start to my career. My first tour was South Africa. And playing for England in South Africa on my first tour when I hadn't done anything in the game was very, very difficult for me, off the field especially. I mean, goodness, if I tell you some of the stories about what happened and what was said to me on that tour. But then later throughout my career, having performed and been able to do pretty cool and fun things on the field, South Africa to me became a place that I loved. I mean, I've just flown in from Johannesburg now this morning, and I'm flying back to Cape Town for the final of SA20 on Saturday. Because South Africa means so much to me, and it is home. I mean, you get born and brought up and you live in a country for 20 years. It's very difficult to call somewhere else home, unless you've got the personal experiences like John has had with your boy or your daughter being born in a certain country. So South Africa for me still has a very, very special place in my heart, and that would probably rank right up there.
Now, Ravi is very glamorous on the outside, but it's very hard and exhausting on the inside, be it as a player or be it as someone who's following the game, as a commentator. So what does comfort mean to you? What does comfort mean to you when you're out and away for so long?
See, I've worn different hats. I've been a player, I've been a broadcaster, I've been a coach. But there are things that are important. The moment you check in, you look for space. You look for, as a player, you'll first look at the facilities that exist there, whether it's the pool, the gym, the rooms, of course, the food and the hospitality, like Kevin mentioned. Those are musts because you're spending a lot of time on the field, and when you come back, that's when you need that kind of comfort. As a broadcaster, the same. You live out of a suitcase. You're out early in the morning. You come back in the evening. So, there are certain things that you look for. You want, like I said, energy. You want space. You need a good pool. Very important. You need a good bar. Extremely important. Right? And this is, I've been consistently consistent. Right? This is not just as a broadcaster talking or coach talking. This is right from playing days.
Yes.
Playing days, okay, a club at the back end of it was also handy. If there was one after hours, if you could get into. We weren't shy. We went in there. But, these are the main things that players, broadcasters, or if you're a coach look for.
So what is that meal, routine, or place that helps you feel grounded when on the move?
Sorry?
Any ritual, routine?
I love swimming. I love the pool. Okay. I have to get my laps in. If there's no pool, then obviously a bit in the gym. But then I feel thirsty. So I have to quench my thirst.
The thirst has
I
to be
need
quenched.
a nice bar.
Every good hotel has a good bar.
A very nice bar. Right. And then, of course, if there's choice of cuisine within the space that you live in, fantastic. Where you don't have to go out, perfect.
If Rav, I'm playing for this guy.
Yes, you are.
I like the way he selects hotels.
You have more chances of winning than losing then.
Kevin, how do you reset, or how do you, switch off between, how have you done that in the past, switched off between games? How have you pressed that reset button? Because you have to switch off at times. You can't constantly let thoughts consume you.
You do. I mean, there's Ravi's way for sure, which is
Ravi's way,
which is 90% of the time.
Okay.
But he's right. Having the ability to eat at good places inside your hotel is very important, because after a long day in the field or a long travel day, you certainly don't want to venture outside of the hotel, and you don't want to go and then get in a car and go somewhere else to go and dine. You do that, yes, but if there's opportunities to eat and eat good food inside the restaurant, in the hotel, it works. I'm a coffee guy, so a coffee shop, a real good coffee shop where you can just sit and you can take a couple of your buddies and you can sit around and you can just talk. And I'm a people watcher. I love watching people. So I did it today. I landed this morning. I went downstairs to I think it's the Bombay Cafe upstairs. And
the Bombay Baking Company, BBC.
That's it. That's it. Yes. I almost got it. And I just went and sat there by myself for an hour and a half. I just watched people, caught up on all my emails, spoke to the family, and had 2 brilliant coffees.
Oh, good coffee at the Marriott.
Magnificent.
I have a question for both of you, Ravi and Kevin. What about superstitions? Because you keep returning to hotels, the same hotel again and again. Is there any room that's been lucky? Any room that's been like, okay, I've had a good sort of, run out on the field when I've stayed here. So is there any superstition?
Everybody. No one will say he's not superstitious.
Okay.
If he's got 100 staying in that room,
he wants that room again, for sure.
I'll be calling John way before and saying, that room. I'm coming in a week's time. I want that same one. And, it's whether you like it or not, it's wherever
it's there.
you go.
Okay.
We're creatures of habit.
Yes.
And if you've done really well, everybody in the room, if you've done well and if you've excelled somewhere, or something makes you feel good, or they've treated you beautifully, or you've just had something momentous, you always want to go back to that place. So, yes, Ravi is right. You do have your certain places around the world where you've done well, you know that place, and you can't wait to go.
Do you have a favorite room number?
There's also places where you don't want to go.
Right. Sure.
Believe me, in sport, there are places that there's countries and there's places where you just fear losing. And so they fill you with a bit of trepidation. But I don't have a room number. I mean, 24 on my back.
So if you by chance get a 24 in your room number, it's like...
It feels good.
It feels good. Oh my God, that's a sign.
Great. Yeah? It does. I just notice 24 everywhere I go. It's a good number.
It's a good number. Okay. So, Rubal, what in your opinion separates a good stay from a truly memorable one? Both of you.
A good stay from a memorable stay would be if you go on to win something big, or you do something special. Then not only is the place where you're staying very nice, it becomes memorable because of the memory, that you'll carry from that visit, whichever country or whichever ground, or whether you go for a business meeting, or if that comes off and you're happy with that, that makes it memorable because it sticks in your mind. When did that happen? I stayed here. That was my room number. Why not look for the same room numbers when I go to the other
right.
hotels? Do they total the same number? All that kind of things
do
come.
That.
Yeah.
You've done that. I find that very hard to do.
So that when you ask Kevin, he said 24 on it. I just see the number. If total comes to a certain one, I'm okay.
Yeah, pretty similar. It's again, like I said earlier when you asked me that first question, it's about the hospitality and how the hotel makes you feel. Memories are one, and we're lucky, we go to different parts of the world all the time. We're in different cities all the time, so you're creating good memories, you're creating great memories, you're having bad memories. But it's how you feel in the hotel, and it's how the people in the hotel make you feel, which is huge for me, because you can also be having the worst time. And I know that there are some cities in this world, in our cricket space, that are some of the most beautiful cities, but I never got to run there, and I hate them. But the hotel in some of those cities where we've stayed have been magnificent.
It's not the poor hotel's fault, you know that, right?
I know, this is true, but we're crazy things. We're judged on runs. Well, I was judged on runs. You judged on results. And so it's how you make, how actually a hotel can also make you feel if you're not playing well. And I think that's important, that they don't judge you on here and they don't judge you on here. They're welcoming, they look after you, and when you leave there, even if you've gone 1-3 in a test match, you go, man, that was a good place. Those people made me feel fantastic.
Really
You know, it's certain places you go, you say, this feels like home. For precisely that reason. You know, because you know the people, you know your way around there, you know what's good at that hotel, cuisine-wise, the facilities-wise. And whether it's individual, whether it's team, you know, it always is the same feeling. A lot of times as a team when we went into a particular hotel, you know, whether I was a player or as a coach, you know, they would say, this feels like home. You almost know something's going to happen here over the next 5 days or a day because of what's happened in the past. So
There's one thing I've learned with session, that cricketers are far more superstitious and emotional than we think they are.
We never denied it.
Okay, okay then. Okay, this is for John or Andrew, whoever would like to take it. What does luxury mean today, especially for this younger, more experience-driven T20 audience?
You know, I think luxury today, you know, it's gone past just the aesthetics of the hotel and the service. It's about creating amazing experiences. And I think an experience or a memory is something that at times cannot be repeated. And so for some of our luxury travelers that reach out to us that want to be a part of something special, like the T20, like Andrew's example of walking their children out on the pitch, that brings a luxury experience. If you're staying at the JW Marriott or you're staying at a St. Regis or a Ritz-Carlton, and you get an opportunity to do that, have that kind of experience, that is a luxury experience that will never be forgotten.
All right.
I was just going to add something. I think also this notion of anticipation. Like I hear about, you know, Ravi and Kevin talking about their experiences. You know, the luxury traveller wants us to, and their hotel, to anticipate their needs. They want to feel that you know what you need before you know.
That's right. That's the one. Okay, I know what you need before you've said it, and what you need is a rapid fire round now.
Fire.
So that's what we're on for the moment. If you're ready, I'm going to go for it. Okay, John.
Yes.
Here we go. Rapid fire. So in one word or one sentence. Loyalty points, saved or savored?
Definitely savored. Live for today, not for tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, that's right. Live in the moment. Stadium energy or hotel serenity?
Definitely stadium energy. I'm with Ravi. I'm at the nightclub later that night.
Okay, this one's a tough one. Travel with family or travel for cricket?
My family's not here, so I'm traveling for cricket.
Okay. Great hospitality, like great sport, succeeds when dash.
Great hospitality.
Like great sport, succeeds when?
Yeah.
When
it all comes together and you're just charging down the field.
All right, there you go. Okay, Andrew. One city that you'd like to replay a highlight reel, like a highlight reel.
Cape Town.
Cape Town.
Love Cape Town.
I love Cape Town too. Okay, passport stamps or match tickets?
So away match tickets where you get a passport stamp.
Both, basically. Best travel companion, Ravi Shastri wisdom or Kevin Pietersen flair?
I'm nearest Kevin, so Kevin Pietersen flair.
Okay. Great hospitality, like great sport, succeeds when?
You join Ravi in the bar.
One word to describe the T20 World Cup.
I think probably electric.
One word to describe the T20 World Cup.
It's going to be memorable.
Okay, it's going to be memorable. All right, here we go now. Ravi, your turn. Country that surprised you with its love for cricket.
Surprises me.
Yes.
I mean, obviously my country, India.
That's a given.
It gets bigger and bigger, but I would say Australia.
Is it?
They love their sport and they hate losing.
That we know. Okay. Captain's instinct or coach's calm?
I would say both.
Okay.
Because I've been in both positions.
Yes. Test match patience or T20 swagger?
Test match patience by a country mile.
Okay. The T20 World Cup's coming up. You know that, right?
That's okay.
Okay.
You'll have the swagger after you win it.
Right, that's right. Okay, one city that always feels like a home away from home for you?
Sydney.
Sydney. Okay. Favorite recovery ritual after a big game?
Swim.
Paracetamol.
No, I was asking which region? Australia, Chile, which one? Australian red, Chilean red.
It's liquid, right?
Okay.
Recovery. First in the pool, and then after that, the color is red.
Okay. One word to describe the T20 World Cup.
Hectic.
Hectic. And it's going to be fun. All right. Now, this one I think I know the answer to, because you've kind of answered it, Kevin, the first one. Room service or the restaurant downstairs? It is the restaurant downstairs, isn't it? Always.
Yes, like I said, I love watching people, so the restaurant downstairs will get me most of the time.
Okay, crowd roar or quiet lobby?
Crowd roar all day long.
All day
It's something that you actually miss as a player, because now we sit there and we listen to it and we talk about it. We've got him screaming next to me and him going mad for it.
Yeah.
But it's not for us. Like, we've had that. And you that's the one thing you miss. You don't miss playing, but you do miss that euphoria in a stadium, especially in this country. It's just next level.
Something else. Who packs better? KP the cricketer or KP the commentator?
Commentators are the best cricketers ever to have played the game. We cannot fail.
I'm talking about packing.
We cannot fail.
Cannot fail, okay.
We cannot fail.
So
no one can judge us on our next performance.
So KP the commentator packs really well because he was a KP the cricketer.
Well, you've done your numbers as a player,
All
but
right.
you know you're always judged on your next performance. Our next performance is tomorrow, talking about the game, about how good we were, and how good we were, and how good we were.
Okay, one word to describe the T20 World Cup coming up.
It's just in the subcontinent. It's passionate. It's just
Passion indeed.
Absolute passion.
I'm going to open the floor out for some questions. If any of you have a question, please do raise your hand. We'll have somebody come to you with a mic, and you can ask your question. Tell us your name. Tell us where you're from. Please put your hands up. All right. There's a gentleman over there in the checked shirt. If we can have a mic reach him, please. Thank you, gentlemen. That was amazing.
Who do you think is going to be the most impactful player in the upcoming T20 World Cup? For whichever country you support. Both of you, Ravi and Kevin, if you could give us an answer.
Devil Brevis for South Africa. He played again another incredible innings last night. A couple of days ago, I was calling the game in Johannesburg, where his team, the Pretoria Capitals, led by Ganguly, was struggling. They were 7 for 5, and Brevis went and batted for 15 overs, and they got to a winning total of 140 or 150. And that's something Brevis has always come under criticism for, that he's just a one-trick pony. He stands there, and he just tries to hit 6 after 6 after 6. And I said on commentary that could be the making of Brevis. So from that point of view, he's in that, just because I'm seeing him a lot at the moment. But then Abhishek Sharma. I mean, my goodness. I remember when Abhishek got that 150 against England. Remember at the UNCUT last year? And we were watching this, and he came over and we interviewed him after the game. And I just put my hand on his shoulder and I said, my young man, that is the best T20 innings I have ever seen in international cricket. That kid is a proper star.
Just a couple of days ago,
I saw. When he bats and you know he's batting, you turn the TV on.
Ravi?
Abhishek, without a shadow of doubt, number one T20 batsman in the world, and in a rich vein of form. You mentioned last evening, he took the game away from New Zealand, and you got to watch out for him because his confidence level is high. He'll be backed by the home crowd, and if he takes off, it means India take off.
Question to you would be, if Marriott Bonvoy gave you a golden ticket to relive one cricket moment, where would it be?
Who is this question
Mr.
for?
Ravi and Mr. Kevin, of course.
Relive a cricket moment, it would be Melbourne, Australia. A simple reason, it was then when we beat Pakistan in a World Championship final. And I got a chance to drive a car around the ground 40 years ago. So I'd like to relive that by staying in a proper Marriott or a Ritz-Carlton hotel.
Can I give you two?
Of course you can give me two.
The Ashes in 2005, beating Australia for the first time in 27 years. It just changed everything for English cricket. It gave cricket that real value in the country, and the cricket just went to a new level in England ever since 2005. And then you guys are going to hate me for this, but I don't care. Beating India in India for the first time in a very long time, and one of the last teams, apart from I think New Zealand beat you guys the other day, but it was an incredible series. I mean, it was just against the who's who of Indian cricket, and we managed to sneak away, take off into the sky 2-1. It was, I mean, those are two moments that'll always stand out.
Two more for me.
All right, why not? Let him go.
1983, Lords. We stayed in we stayed in a crap hotel, so I want a good Marriott. Okay, this time around. And then at the Gabba, when we beat Australia, for the second time on 2 tours to win the series, better hotel needed there too.
Fair. Thank you.
Well, I think what we hope the members take away from this partnership is an opportunity for many of our members and hopefully future members. It's going to be an opportunity where we can make dreams come true. We've been talking about member moments, over 500 of them that are going to be throughout the course of this tournament. And this is such a nice opportunity for us to build the exposure for Marriott Bonvoy in primary markets and secondary and tertiary markets, and allow members to see what Marriott Bonvoy is all about. It's a passionate program that draws on the heartstrings of our members, and we want to bring that to life. And we hope this tournament does that for everyone here in India and around the world that tunes into it. Thank you.
As a player in the 80s and the 90s, you did incredibly well. We saw the 1985 champion of champions. We saw you hit 6 sixes in an over to Tilak Sharma. But you were also criticized, and sometimes that was personal. You've been criticized as coach as well, and sometimes it's been personal. But now you're on the other side. There's plenty that's going on with the team that's perhaps not going too well. How do you, as an experienced cricketer and coach, you do have the opportunity to criticize as well. How do you prevent yourself from getting personal in a situation like this when it's been personal for you?
You know why he knows me so well? Because he was my neighbor when I was growing up. So he was a young kid when I was already playing cricket, and that's why he knows. Yeah, very good question that, because it's important when I was a player, you would be criticized, and when it got personal, it would disappoint you. But then, as time goes by, you know how to handle those situations. I prefer criticism that's constructive, right? Then when I became a broadcaster, I said I've divorced the dressing room. And I will speak on what I see. It doesn't matter if you were my colleague or you were my friend when I was playing the game. I will speak on what I see because I have to let the viewer know the truth. Okay, so that is my opinion. As a coach, again, but that's something you expect. And, in my tenure there were good moments and there were rough moments. But again, you just got to take it in your stride because there's another game coming up. One day you're in pole position, the next day you're in troll position. That can happen. But in a week, you can see all three. You can be in pole, troll, again pole. So just take it with your, take it in your stride.
I just think that as a coach and as a player, you've got to understand that you've got to accept the rough with the smooth. I think that's what Ravi's saying. There's going to be rough and there's going to be smooth, and you have to accept it. You cannot think that every single time someone says something about you, it's personal. You cannot think that, because we have to give an opinion. I mean, we're paid to give an opinion, and we've got to give our opinion on an assumption of the experiences that we've had as players, Ravi's had as a coach, and that goes for everyone. I mean, Brendan McCullum is under the pump at the moment, big time with England, and you've got ex-players voicing their opinions. Now, he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He is a superstar, but you're not judging the man. You're judging the performance of the team, which is led by a coach. And so when you sign to take the big check from whether it's the ECB, the Australian Cricket Board, or BCCI, or West Indies, you got to understand that if you don't perform, people are going to come for you, especially in a country like this where people are so passionate. Goodness me, you've got over 1 billion people here that see these guys as heroes. They worship these people, and they're incredibly disappointed when they lose. So you've got to accept the rough with the smooth. You cannot think that because Ravi or somebody goes after somebody that it's a personal dig. It absolutely isn't.
And one thing I did as a coach, when things didn't go well, I made it clear to the team, you deserve the criticism. You deserve it, I deserve it too. Exactly. And then turn it around, and let your sport do the talking, rather than you taking off on someone unnecessarily.
What's one thing that really excites you in today's cricket world than before? Like cricket, we have been watching since decades, generations, but there should be something which excites you guys more because you've been watching and being in the cricket life forever. So what is that one spark and what is that one thing that really excites you?
Competition. I like real competition between two teams, because and Test cricket ideally, but T20 cricket today is the game. Some of the shots you see from the players is quite unbelievable. So to see something new, which didn't happen in our era, like the reverse sweeps, the ramps, those kind of shots being played and being played effectively and easily, gives you a thrill.
Thank you very much, sir.
You do, Ravi sir. Ravi sir, we've been listening to and enjoying your commentary. You're always on a high. So I want to know the secret of your energy.
On a high, I wonder why.
Would you tell us?
The secret of your energy.
No, it's passion. It's passion for the game. Otherwise you cannot get into that state of mind. And you got to go with the flow. You got to thank the players for making that happen and getting the best out of you. You can't just be, monotone when something serious is happening out there. You got to go and rise to the occasion as well.
Thank you.
See, that's a life lesson. That's a wonderful on stage, because we'd like to welcome Neeraj Govil, Chief Operating Officer Asia Pacific, excluding China, and Kiran Andikot, Senior Vice President, Development and Operations, South Asia, for a photograph. Yeah, so if it goes outside, it's out. If it goes directly outside, it's out.
Without a bounce.
Without a bounce.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one bounce, one hand is out.
No, one bounce.
One hand.
No, and both hands, one hand, doesn't matter.
Oh,
Okay, one bounce out.
okay. Chale. It's no
Touched it?
W.
You touched it, right? Inside edge, one run. He did. Inside edge.
Hit it!
2. Come on. Strike rate 100%. 3.
Is that a 4?
Oh, yes.
Good fielding. Great fielding.
Thank you.